Set for the first. Racing. Brilliant Ava stood there, missed it by 3 lengths. Corborn Midget out not too badly. Show 'em Baby as well. Then Homebush Sarah, all about Jazz in that ruck as well. Brilliant Ava trying to push through, gets shuffled again. Ollie Baxter gets around the outside. Applause as well back, and another plane up to the corner. Show 'em Baby the outside. On the inside, Corborn Midget starts to scream, and Ollie Baxter down the outside. The Midget's in. Corborn Midget, Ollie Baxter, Show 'em Baby, maybe Homebush Sarah fourth from Brilliant Ava. Applause in that photo too. And the last pair, another plane and all about Jazz. The Midget crossed them, and she gets back on the dais. Gee whiz, 18 seconds. 18:04. Racing, Homebush Misha, Rural Rama, they're slow out wide. Will Rapper Dash has picked the jump today, goes to the lead by 2 lengths here on Brilliant Jailer. Homebush Misha trying to recover. Further back of the race here, we've got Rural Rama starting to get into it as well. Corborn Tish is well back in the pack. Further back then to Miss Mohawk Pixie Dust. Brilliant Jailer gets shuffled. Rapper Dash and easily here from Rural Rama, Homebush Misha. Corborn Tish to fourth, but after a gap. Followed across there by Brilliant Jailer. Further back in the race to Pixie Dust. Homebush Bounce never in the call. And Miss Mohawk out the back. Rapid Dash, 1784. This litter by Sergio out of Stately Babe. They've got talent. Racing, Corborn Phillip gets out quite nicely, out wider on the track. Punch on Jamie out well, and Opawa Jackie's pushing through as well around the first bend with Making Time, and Making Time gets there first from Opawa Jackie. That'd be followed through there by Corborn Phillip, settles third. Behind that then to the bank. Further back in the race then, Homebush Spook. Punch on Jamie has been shuffled, and back with that Arcane Rampage. Making Time by 2. Around the outside, to the bank is going a race. Then Corborn Phillip. Further back, Homebush Spook. Opawa Jackie. Making Time in front wins. Good run to the bank. Corborn Phillip was just third. Fourth to go by there, Homebush Spook found the line quite nicely. Further back in the race then to Opawa Jackie. Punch on Jamie, Arcane Rampage. Making Time scores here in a 30.81 with a run home 11.90. Found the lead, pushed on from there. Lasted well. Bold run first up the trip to the bank. Race 4, set. Racing here without you out nicely the inside. Working Jewel gets into it as well with Gully Flaherty. Corborn Douse closer in there to Boss Appeal. Followed back in the pack here by Homebush Dawn. Winfield Autumn's got back again, and Cody Brea the same. Up to the corner here without you. Boss Appeal comes the inside and down the outside. Working Jewel. Boss Appeal from Working Jewel. Here without you just third from Homebush Dawn. A close up fourth. Then Corborn Doused. Further back in the race then to Winfield Autumn, Gully Flaherty and Cody Brea. Well, finish wasn't quite as close as the market, but it was a good go. They've only run 18.11 here. No time's being posted tonight so far. Racing All Gaia, a slow break the outside. Bitcoin's punched out the middle to go to the lead. Buster Boys handy to the first bin, and Botany Liz is getting a lovely run through on the inside. You know Shay goes forward. Double Entendra's in the pack as well. Gets shuffled now, Double Entendre. Out wider to All Gaia's trap wide. Double Entendre goes back to third last. Back behind it, Peacock Princess and Wall Age. Down the back they go. Botany Liz in front by a length and a half. Bitcoin right on its hammer now. Further back to All Gaia. Works to third on Buster Boy. They'll be followed further back then by You Know Shay. Wall Age trying to kick home. Botany Liz travelling too well for Bitcoin. All Gaia third. That was a fair effort. Wall Age was fourth. Next to go by then we had Peacock Princess, Buster Boy, and back to it to the tail to Double Entendre and You Know Shay. Oh, she just seems to travel well here. Botany Liz, 31.14. No time again, but they're not running time tonight. Home in 11.98, and she controlled the race. Racing, Trident and Heart You both got away quite nicely. Big Wonder's going to head them off to the first bend, though Madam Ice is pushing forward. Wider out to Botany Cell up and around the outside. Lochinvar Maui gets back with That's King, and Ricky's Rebel doesn't look happy at the back. Big Wonder in front by a couple, but Trident chasing it down. 3 lengths away then to Heart You, followed around here by Lochinvar Maui, starting to get into the race. Further back to Botany Cell, Madam Ice, That's King, and Ricky's Rebel on the corner here. And it is Big Wonder the inside, rounded up by Trident. Lochinvar Maui late. Oh, Big Wonder kicked back. Not much in it. Maybe Big Wonder from Trident, Lochinvar Maui. Then we had Heart You in a photo there with Botany Cell. Back and behind those runners then we would have had That's King. And behind them was Madam Ice and Heart. And back with that was Ricky's Rebel tailing throughout. Racing Wild Effective out fast with Stellar Force, and also Thrill on the inside too. Big Fat Gypsy. Up between runners here was Far Too Trendy. Big Time Allegro Blast has got to the inside. Big Time Rain has got back. Around that was Spirit Run, and further back now Stellar Force has been shuffled. Up comes Wild Effective, bolts in from Allegro Blast second. Big Fat Gypsy just third. Pink Shellac was wide. Wider of that was Spirit Run. Then closer in we had Far Too Trendy, Big Time Rain, and Stellar Force, who made a good beginning, suffered at the first bend. Wild Effective makes it 4 from 4 in New Zealand, 17.50. Racing, Robotica steps fairly well. Marlisa into its work early too. Knuckle bump through on the inside, and coming across them here was Opawa Karen to try and get up close around the first bend. Robotica's got to the lead though. Boston Lightning back along the inside. Check the males outside of that. Gaps back the others here, headed by Premier Division. Back in the race to Allegro Max, and Knuckle bump shuffle to the rear. Robotica comfortably clear. Boston Lightning to second. Marlisa next around. They'll be followed further back then by Check the Male, Premier Division, Opawa Karen. Robotica travelling easily, scores. Boston Lightning second. Third to go by Marlisa, then Check the Male. Gap back Premier Division. Behind that runner then to Opawa Karen. Last pair here, Knuckle Bump and Allegro Max. Not quite as sharp this week, but 30.25, and especially the way they've been running tonight, that's probably a pretty good return. And she is first up in this grade. Racing Allegro class, just a moderate beginning. Sedgebrook Magic was slow, and so was Call Me Ralph. YOY gets out well with Legerdemain, pops some tags. Here's Allegro class, goes right around the outside, and it's off for the prize. It's Allegro class here from Pop Some Tags. Is followed through then by Legerdemain around the outside. Sedgebrook Magic looking to recover. Down comes Allegro class, wins easily. Pop Some Tags second. Sedgebrook Magic did well to run third. Legerdemain was next, then Big Time Pulse. YOY further back in the race to Allegro Chaser, and Call Me Ralph is last to greet. Well, he was only out in the midfield, Allegro class, but he waited for the jam up and then he whipped around the outside, and he's clocked a 17.52, so just shows you that Wild Effective's heading for the top grade. It clocked a 17.50 flat, and this is Allegro class, who is just in very consistent form, first or second for about the last 9 starts now. Pop Some Tags has run a fair race, and Sedgebrook Magic was very slow tonight. Racing, Smash Allegro out well. Lonesome Nitro moderately away again. Corborn Brick gets out nicely tonight. Angie Zars missed the kick tonight. Now, there's a heap of them around the first bend, and Corborn Brick has come out in front from Springvale. Harry charges up the outside, and Lonesome Nitro works through to third. Then chasing the line, Angie Zar next to go through. They'll be followed then by Ritzer Danny, Smash Allegro, no chance, nor Corborn Matty. Across the top, in front is Corborn Brick. On the inside, Lonesome Nitro. Then Springvale Harry chasing the line down the outside. Up they come, Corborn Brick holding Lonesome Nitro. Corborn Brick from Lonesome Nitro. Matt Roberts Quinella. Springvale Harry, another massive run from the Class 2 for third, chasing the line, and Improvers run fourth. Followed and then by Ritzer Danny. Smash Allegro back behind that. And further away to Angie Zar and Corborn Matty. Corborn Brick won the break tonight, 30.55. Lined and ready, the green light's on. It's race number 11, the Vets on Carlton. Set to go. Racing, Homebush Zane was slow, the inside, Sedgebrook Babe slow, and Homebush Churro as well, and meanwhile Cheap Shot Matty goes to the lead. Driving the inside though was Ginger Cole. Cheap Shot Matty fired away by 4 lengths here on Ginger Cole. Getting underneath that then would have been Sedgebrook Babe. Homebush Zane's running on the inside, further back to Exponential Lily. Cheap Shot Matty out wide, diving out at Sedgebrook Babe. She might have even got up from that slow beginning. Sedgebrook Babe or Cheap Shot Matty, then Homebush Zane. Ginger Cole up high right in the thick of that. Exponential Liddy further back to Cranky Pants. Homebush Churro last out. Is she first home? Cheap Shot Matty was wide. And we're ready for the 12th and final time tonight here at Hattrick Raceway in Wanganui. Ready. Racing. Alpaca a fair break here. Speed to centre though. Semantics and Al's Girl go fast, and also Tongariro the outside. Wider out on the track there to All in Berlin, then Alpaca. Wheelie Chilly getting around that. Further back in the race to Filia and Homebush Oliver. Up to the corner here, and speeding to the lead is Tongariro. Closer in is Al's Girl, and diving through there Semantics. Tongariro from Semantics, Al's Girl. Followed out wider All in Berlin, and closer in there to Alpaca, then Wheelie Chilly, Homebush Olive and Filia. Tongariro does the job here, the 6 and a 17.73 with a run home of 10.72. Lead up 7.01, 5, 6, 4 and 7. The way they've crossed.